Welcome to Fueling Your Legacy, hosted by Samuel Knickerbocker. Each week, we expose the faulty foundational mindsets of the past and rebuild a new, stronger foundation essential in creating your legacy. We've got a lot of work to do, so let's get started. Welcome back to Fuel Your Legacy. We had a fantastic weekend in St. George and got to go golfing a ton, spent a little bit of time with my wife's parents, went to an awesome play, and just all in all, relaxed and had a great, relaxing time. Now, it is time to introduce this week's topic, which is phenomenal. This week, we're going to be talking about how do you build skills, build success without really putting in all of the sacrifice. How do you create in your mind success and then chase it down to where it just is starting to happen? And then also, how do you build a skill set that's going to work in any economy, right? That you're not building something that is so tied to the American dollar that if the American dollar falls or whatever country you're listening, if that monetary value falls, that you're not losing value, okay? Huge, huge, huge things that need to be discussed. Along those lines, this is the last day of the discount, the Memorial Day special to get into the Level Up Sustainable Wealth Workshop that's happening June 7th and 8th for $97. Okay, I talked about this on Monday. I talked about it on Wednesday. I talked a little bit about it on Friday. This is going to be such a life-changing event. You don't want to miss it. If you need more information, please reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram or on my website, samknickerbocker.com. I'd love to help you get registered. It's going to be a life-changing event, and it's going to help you understand how you can have a good introduction and really apply some of these rules of how to build sustainable wealth into your life, especially if you're new to the real estate industry, you're new to knowing what to do, and it's kind of a novice class for that. It's the goal is to help people from the just beginners to the people who have been there and been in the industry for years. How do we get you those next 2 or 3 principles that are going to launch your business into the future and help you build that sustainable wealth for your family? It's not about the income. The income is helpful, but it's about lifestyle. It's about your family. And this week is specifically about that. That's why I'm so excited to be talking about this topic, about having success without all the sacrifice, all the heartache, all the pain, but also how to build a set of skills that are really going to help you in any economy. Now, this week on Friday, we're going to be talking to Nicholas, oh, fail on the name sometimes, Nicholas Bayerle. And he is the author and host of The $1 Billion Body. If you get a chance, go look that up on Facebook, go look it up on Instagram, and go to actually just $1billionbody.com. You're going to learn a lot about this guy. He started out as a carpet cleaner. And built a multi-million-dollar business. He's spoken on stages with Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone. He's spoken with these people. He's worked with these people. In a matter of 3 years, he was able to completely transform his life, and not just his life, but the lives of many others. I'm going to save his story for Friday because it's so amazing. But it's important to know that your life can be whatever you want it to be if you just are willing to think properly. And not just, so once you start thinking properly, I'm going to explain what that means. It's really that simple, okay? And then how do you build a set of skills that are really going to last in any economy? See, I do a whole webinar just on that topic because it's so important to understand exchange and monetary exchange and how value exchange really plays in and how you can build a skill set that doesn't matter what the monetary value exchange is. Your family can always be taken care of because you have a set of skills that's serviceable to give to others and benefit others. In my You Are Worthy and Legacize Your Life webinar, I talked about 4 topics, okay? One, the first is helping you understand that you are worthy of success, that you as an individual, a divine being, have a light to share with the world. And as you do share that light, you're going to reap the benefits and the rewards from that, okay? So that, no matter what the monetary exchange is, if you're able to add enough value to other people, you're worthy of that, okay? Second is your relationship with debt. So many people have a fear of debt that's unreal. It's paralyzing some people. It causes bankruptcy. It causes divorce. It causes death. Causes suicide. Causes a lot of things because people are so scared of their finances and specifically the debt that they've gotten themselves into. if I can help just one person understand that debt is not the end, that debt is actually a deep sense of gratitude and trust that somebody has for you, then maybe your whole perspective, your whole life could change just by a new view of what that could mean to you and how to properly approach debt and paying it off. So that's the second thing we talked about. The third thing we talked about is the monetary exchange. It's about the value exchange. How do we really create skills? How do we start to think in terms of a CEO of our life, that we as an individual, our business, and how are we selling those shares to other people? Every time we meet with somebody, are we adding or taking value away from our company? And if our company is adding enough value to others, then we definitely are going to be able to make it in the world for sure. But anywhere we go, you could drop any one of these people who have this mentality in the middle of the desert, and they would find some way of adding value to the people around them as they begin to come across people, right? So they're going to survive there. And then last but not least, you've got to learn how to legalize your life. You've got to learn how to create proper structures in your life, from financial, fitness, family, faith, proper structures of budgeting, we'll call it. But budgeting is kind of a scare word. People don't like it. They think, well, what does that mean? He wants me to live on rice and beans. No, I'm talking about budgeting in life, okay? Whether that's with your time, whether that's with your faith, whether that's with your fitness. It doesn't matter what area. How are you controlling your time or your money and making sure that you're intentionally placing it places rather than letting it just fall wherever it falls? So I teach about that. So the 4 topics that I teach on, again, are you are worthy. You need to have a good relationship with debt. There's value exchange. And then lastly, how to really legalize your life, create an environment where you've done that. So those are skills that are essential, and I teach a whole webinar on that because it's so crucial. You can get access to that webinar on my website, samknickerbocker.com. I think it's like the second or third thing to just get registered, and it will take you right into the webinar. You can watch that. I love it. I mean, I love doing it for anybody who wants that because it's so powerful. It's things that have changed my life, and I want to help change yours and help you see just some different opportunities. Maybe it's stuff you've all heard before, and you're going to just ignore what I say. But maybe it's your time. Maybe it's your time to really see and hear and feel what could be possible if, right? What could be possible if? And it just ends there because I don't know your life specifically, but I know you're searching for something or you wouldn't be listening to this podcast. So that is one thing we're going to talk about this week. And then also we're going to talk about how do you have success without sacrifice. Now, the interesting thing about this is I think that there's always going to be a little sacrifice. The question is, what are we sacrificing? So many times when we think we're sacrificing something, people think of sacrifice as loss, okay? There's 2 ways to think of the word sacrifice. You can think of it as sacrifice or loss, or you can think of it as sacrifice investment. See, I think of it as an investment. Anytime I've ever given something up in my life, every time I've ever changed my opinion on something, it's because there was something better out there. There was something that was, if I fostered and grew, it was going to serve me better in the future. And that's the way with having success without sacrifice. You're not going to have to be so involved or so fanatical about something, but you can have success by simply shifting your mind. One of the things that Nicholas did, he talked about on the podcast. I'm super excited for him to share that, but he was able to make money from just selling yard furniture. So I want to leave that open for you to kind of to prime your mind. Okay, I want to see that on Friday. How did he make money selling yard furniture from random strangers? So, but the point is, he had decided he was going to make a certain amount of money one year, and it didn't matter what happened, he was going to have that amount of money. Last week, I did a Facebook Live kind of talking about this subject because so many people think the law of attraction is, or the law of attraction, positive thinking, Think and Grow Rich, whatever. They think it's just like if you sit there and you think about it, then you're going to get it. And that is why people think, oh, that's just crazy talk. There's no way that happens. Success takes work. Yes, it does, but not the type of work that you think. The decision is the most important aspect of success. Once you decide that you're going to be successful, so many things open up to you, so many different ways for you to accomplish that goal. So I'm going to do I did a Facebook Live video talking about that. If you want to go check that out, you can go to the Fuel Your Legacy Mastermind is where I did that Facebook Live. And you can go and really learn what does that mean when we say have success without sacrifice? What does that mean when we really are focused and made a decision on something and we're just chasing down that success in that decision? That's really what we're going to talk about this whole week. And when you hear Nicholas's story, your mind, I believe your mind is going to be blown because my mind was blown as I was talking to him, just thinking, man, this guy has he's on another dimension, another level of how to receive money into his life. And he's not going to stop at anything until he reaches his goals. And we as individuals need to be more focused on that, not because we want to be rich. Now, that's the other cool part. When you get to hear what spurred his thought process, what changed his whole life and took him from basically no money, $20,000, $30,000 a year to millions of dollars. When you hear what it was that sparked him, then you're going to know it's not about the money. You know that it's completely charitable. It's completely out of love from his heart to serve and bless those around him and to help them become better. So go check out thebilliondollarbody.com, and also you can go check him out on Facebook and Instagram. And then just stay tuned for Friday. It's going to be a fantastic one. Wednesday, we're going to do an awesome book review to help just really solidify what that means, building a skill that will work in any economy, helping you become more versatile and having success without sacrificing. So we're going to talk about those topics on Wednesday through a book review. And then on Friday, I'm just super excited to have a guest for you here. He also is offering an event down in Vegas. I believe it's June 10th is his event. I will clarify that, but he's also offering just a ripping good deal on being able to get into his event and have access to him, one-on-one coaching direct from him. That type of leadership is awesome. I will say it is only for men. So no women allowed at this event. He specifically coaches men. So if you're a woman and you're listening to this and you think my husband could use an upgrade, a new implant of information, then buy him a ticket, say it's his early Father's Day present, and ship him out for the week or the weekend, because it's definitely going to be another ability for him to level up his game, make him a better husband, father, brother, son, all those things. Nicholas is really about helping men become more confident and able to provide in the best possible way for those around them. So super excited for that, and we will catch you next time on Fuel Your Legacy. Thanks for joining us today. If what you heard resonated with you, please like, comment, and share on social media. Tag me so I can give you a shout out on the next episode. And thanks to all those who have left a review. It helps spread the message of what it really takes to build a legacy that lasts. Catch you next time on Fueling Your Legacy.